welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today's video is going to be my February TBR. I am super excited about this video because it is the start of a new series here on my channel, and it is theme TBR. Basically what I want to do is each month I want to choose one theme, and then I'm going to choose 3 or 4 books surrounding that one theme, and then I'm going to read them throughout the month, and then in my wrap up I can review them and compare them and see which one I like better. Basically there was this girl long time ago called Priscilla. Her channel was The Readables. I will link it down in the description box below. I don't think she makes videos anymore, but she used to do that, so this is nothing new and this is nothing original, but I'm basically just copying her concept. But I really liked it and I thought it was really cool because you get to compare all those books and see which one did it better, or I don't know. I thought it was a really cool concept, so I wanted to bring that in my channel. I don't think a lot of people do this here. If you do this, leave a comment down below because I want to go check out your channel. So after this really long intro, let's get started. So this month's theme, I don't know if you can guess it. I even tried to dress a little bit whimsical today because this month's theme is Fairy Tale Retelling. I am super excited about this theme. I didn't want to do romance for February because I thought it would be a little bit too cliche, so I wanted to choose something else, and I love fairy tales and I love retelling, so I thought it would be a really cool theme to start off this series on my channel. The very first book I want to talk to you guys about is Sisters Red by Pearce. This book is what inspired this whole series on my channel, and it also inspired the very first theme on my channel. Basically this book was really popular years ago and I never ended up reading it. I don't know why. I've heard amazing things about this book. If you can't tell by the cover, this is a Little Red Riding Hood retelling, and this is about 2 sisters who basically lives in a world where they have to hunt werewolves. In this world they call them Fenris. This is pretty much all I know about this book. I think there's this one sister who's this really badass sister who wants to fight and wants to protect people, and then this other sister who's a little bit more maybe reserved, or maybe it's not necessarily her thing to hunt werewolf, but she does it because her sister does. And yeah, that's pretty much all I know. I'm really excited about this book. Like I said, this is what inspired this whole series on my channel, and I've heard amazing things about Sisters Red, so I'm really excited about this book. So yes, this is the very first book. The next book on my list is a really exciting book, and it is Reflection by Elizabeth Lim. I am so excited about this book. So this is part of the Twisted Tale from Disney. Basically Disney took all of these original fairy tale or stories and then they put a twist on it, and it's a darker twist or something. These were really popular a while ago, a few years ago on YouTube, but I never heard about this one, and this is Mulan inspired, if you can't tell by the cover. I am so excited. I loved Mulan when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite movies from Disney, I mean for obvious reasons, but I loved Mulan, and so when I discovered this book I was super excited and I wanted to read it and see what this book was all about. Basically from what I understand, this book takes off right after Mulan fires her cannon in the mountain, and this is where this book picks off. And basically it is, what if Mulan had to travel to the underworld? So I think she has to travel to the underworld to save Shang, but he doesn't know. She's still dressed in her pink outfit and he doesn't know it's a girl, and I'm really excited. I loved Mulan, like I said, so I'm so excited about this book. I think this is the very first one I'm going to start with. I don't know if this is YA or middle grade, you guys tell me, but I am so excited about this book. I cannot wait to read it. The next book on my list is a very popular book here on YouTube, and it is Curse for Dark and Lonely by Brigid, Kemmerer. Can you have a fairy tale retelling list without a Beauty and the Beast retelling? I don't think so. I mean, Beauty and the Beast is everyone's favorite fairy tale, so I needed to have a retelling of Beauty and the Beast on my list. And this is the one that I chose because I've heard some amazing thing on this book. It's about this world where basically there's this guy who's how the curse works in this world is there's these seasons that he has to live over and over until he gets a girl to fall in love with her. But if he fails, he becomes this horrible monster who kills everyone around him, and then the season starts again and then he gets another chance. This is, from what I can tell, the closest from the original story book that I have, so I'm excited. Like I said, this is a really popular book here on YouTube. This is a series. Book 2 is already out, and I think book 3 is coming out pretty soon, so I'm excited. And yeah, I mean, Beauty and the Beast, it's gotta be amazing, right? So the last official book on my list is Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge. She is the author of The Cruel Beauty that I read years ago, and I love that book, and then I bought this book and never ended up reading it. So I thought it would be the perfect time to read it. This is another Little Red Riding Hood retelling, but from what I can understand, from what I heard, this is a very loosely retelling, and it is a very dark retelling. So it's why I was okay having 2 Little Red Riding Hood retelling, because this is apparently very, very loosely based. From what I understand, this is a world where there's like this forest surrounding this city, or like world, or like place or something, I'm not sure. And that these creatures in this forest who are like really bad, and then there's this girl, Rachel, who was basically chosen to defeat this forest. So like I said, it's a Little Red Riding Hood retelling, but it's a darker one, almost horror, I think. I mean, it's YA, so I'm not sure how horror it's gonna become, but I'm excited about this book. Like I said, Cruel Beauty was an amazing book. Even though the cover are pretty similar, these two are, they're like 2 separate books, so you can read one or the other without having to read the other ones. So these are not series or anything, even though, like I said, the cover are pretty similar. But I'm really excited about this book. Yeah, I had this book on my shelf for a long time now, so I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to read this book. So these were all the books on my official list, like on my official fairy tale retelling list. I do have one book to talk to you guys about, and it is Storm of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Apparently this is a Cinderella retelling, so I thought it would be kind of appropriate to include it in this video. At the same time, it is a very loosely Cinderella retelling, so I mean, I want to see what it's all about. I've never read this series. I'm really excited. It is in the series I want to start in 2021, so I thought it would be the perfect month to start this series. This is about a girl who's like the best assassin in this country, but one day she gets caught and then put to work in a camp, but she gets a chance to get her freedom back, and if she wins this competition and becomes the king's assassin after a few years, she gets her freedom back. Like I said, I'm not sure where the Cinderella retelling comes in place in this book, but I'm kind of curious to see. I mean, either way, I wanted to read this book, so I mean, it's fine, but I'm excited to read this one. I've heard some amazing thing about this book, and I've heard some not so great thing about this book. So we will see, but I'm excited. So yeah, guys, these are all the books I want to read this month for my fairy tale retelling month. I probably will read more than these books, but these are for sure. You're going to see them in my wrap-up. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this new series on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to read any of these books, I think it would be great, and we can discuss them in the comments down below. Hope you guys had an amazing day or night, depending on when you are watching this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.